to the ladies' dressing room. Today we are going to talk about one of my favorite pieces when it comes to storage for a lady's garments, and that is the armoire. So armoires can look different. They can have drawers in them, they can just open up and be a place where you would hang your clothing like a wardrobe, but this armoire has several drawers in it, some behind the cabinet that closes and then two at the bottom. And my mom found this for me on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp, I can't remember which, but this piece was even more beautiful in person. Now the grates on the front, they were a darker color. I think they were either black or dark brown. And one of the ways that I put my touch on it was I painted them with I gilded it with the gold paint that I had. And it just looked so much better, so much softer to me, and a piece that I have loved ever since. So before, I used to use this armoire for all of my undergarments, all of my nightgowns, all of my slips. And then when we moved, I believe I was using one of the sides of the wardrobe that I had for the nightgowns that I had. And then I want to say that, oh yes, all of my slips were in there and the rest of my undergarments. When we moved here, we didn't move this piece until recently. So in this time that we had been living here, I have just been using the dresser that's in that center island in our dressing room. But now that I have this piece, I really love the smaller drawers that it has, how shallow they are, and just that I'm able to organize things just so. One of the first things I did was I lined the drawers. I took out all the old lining that was in it because the lining didn't cover the entirety of the drawer and they didn't all match either. And so I had this beautiful wallpaper that I first got to do my office with, and it ended up not being the wallpaper that we used. And you know, this was before my husband got that easy hang wall spray stuff and just the stuff that makes it, you know, really easy to hang up wallpaper. And so we felt like these rolls of wallpaper were ruined, aside from the one that I was able to return. And so I've just had them sitting around, and I thought, well, maybe there's enough to do a wall in here or something. But once I received this piece, finally, I looked at it and I just thought, you know what? All of that, the rest of the wallpaper could be used to line all of these drawers. So I lined the drawers of this table here. I also lined the drawers of my lingerie chest, and I also lined the drawers of the armoire. And I love the finished product of all of them because it just is so enjoyable to open those drawers. And then I wanted to use the ones behind the cabinet mainly to separate and organize all of the different slips that I have. And then the lower drawers for all of those nightwear pieces, the dressing gowns that I have that I'm not using for that week or that I have hanging up in my dressing room. It's such a beautiful piece and I enjoy using it. I enjoy opening the doors to it. Those little cubbies that you see on the top are just a wonderful place to put something beautiful to look at, something functional like little jars to be able to put things that I may want to have tucked away, or even these little gift hat boxes that I found at Target years ago. And those were by Sugar Paper. They always come out with such pretty boxes, but you can use boxes for decoration, but also to store, you know, little items that maybe you don't want to use all the time or that you just want to keep tucked away. I like to put things like scarves in there, or just those gloves or things that I don't use all the time. Please let me know in the comments below if you have an armoire and what kind of things you like to keep in yours. Today's dress of the day comes from OGL Move, and I really love this little drawstring design that it has because it makes it easy for you to accentuate your waist, as well as the pockets that are included, of course. and it has this nice little collar to it and a V-neck design. So it kind of looks like a shirt dress, but it doesn't have the buttons down the front. And it's made of a linen mixture. I want to say the extra part of it, it might be viscose. I don't think it's rayon. I think it's viscose. Don't quote me. But I will try to link it in my description box below. And this is such a beautiful design. I love the way that it moves, and it has these shoulders that it's not exactly a tank dress, but it kind of extends a little further than your usual tank design. So I do appreciate that. But this was such a beautiful find, and I know that it comes in several other colors now. So if pink is not your cup of tea, maybe you might find it in a color that you would prefer. Today's dressing space comes from Jess. She said, "This dressing table was truly inspired by Nikki. Prior to this, I had no space where I could sit and do my hair or makeup. You posted a video of your dressing table you had. I think it was a white one. I believe this was a few years back in your Vegas home fixer-upper era. I was tired of taking my makeup bag and trying to find somewhere to put my makeup on. After seeing your table, I went on a hunt for one myself. I so love my little area. Everything is organized in the drawers to my liking. I no longer have to dig or dump my makeup bag, and this is my favorite personal space. Thank you so much for sharing this part of your life with your subscribers." I can see why this is your favorite little dressing space, and it really has so much detail on it that is timeless and beautiful. It really does make such a difference to have a place where you can have your things. You don't feel like you have to run around and just dump things out. I know that when I go on vacation, for instance, and I put all of my makeup in a makeup bag, I definitely don't enjoy the process of getting ready as much as I do when I have a dressing table to sit at and to, put my things away and to get ready in such a leisurely way. So I am definitely with you in just the peace that one receives when it comes to applying your makeup and not feeling like you have to dump things out. Thank you so much, Jess, for sharing your dressing space with us. It is truly lovely, and I just love how it reflects you. If you have yet to send me a picture of your dressing space, whatever that dressing space is, I really hope that you will consider doing so. You can email me at inspiredbynikkiyt@gmail.com, and if you do, you will be able to have the opportunity to have yours featured at the end of one of my videos this month. Thank you for being here with me today. I truly hope that something today inspired you in some way and that you will choose beauty every day.